Almost everyone at one time or another suffers from depression. For some people, it's quite severe. But now there is a new natural supplement that anyone can get without a prescription. It's called SAMI, and it's spelled capital S-A-M with a little E. It was originally intended to treat depression. It's also shown promise among those with arthritis. And it's been available in Europe since the 1970s, but it's just begun to go on sale in this country just this month. What does it do? Who should take it? Well, joining us now is a man who's been prescribing SAMI to patients for many years. Dr. Richard Brown is Associate Professor of Clinical Psychiatry at Columbia University. So you're very familiar with this. You've been using it for a long time.
Yes.
Okay, so now I go into a store and I say, give me SAMI. What is it? How does it work?
SAMI is a natural substance found in our body, which is a combination of the essential amino acid methionine and ATP, which is the most important energy compound in our cells. Because of that combination, it participates in 3 important chemical pathways in the body and stimulates 35 really important chemical reactions in all of our cells.
Okay, so you're telling me that it's in the body, but you're not getting it from our bodies, you're getting it from yeast, as I understand.
That's right.
Okay,
So
it makes you feel better, right?
It can help your mood, and also it can help your joints.
All right, but, you know, we've heard a lot about these things. This is not approved by the FDA. People don't know how much to take, how long to take it. Isn't it sort of dangerous just to have this over the counter? You go in and you buy some pills?
Well, first of all, the FDA doesn't have to approve it. It's a supplement, it's a nutrient. They class that differently from a drug. Also, in the last 20 years, there are 30,000 scientific research papers on it. There's more known about this than virtually anything else used to elevate mood.
How is this different from St. John's wort, which is an herb?
Right. Well, St. John's wort grows it grows out of the ground. It doesn't grow in our body. I mean, SAMI is important to all animals.
Okay, doctor, you go and you buy this, and you say it's a natural product, therefore it's better. Does it tell you how much to take? And if you're severely depressed, do you take this? If you're just a little blue, do you take this? Who takes it?
Right. Well, it's important to understand there are different kinds of depressions. There's minor depression and there's major depression. People with major depression should be monitored by a psychiatrist or a doctor who has experience with depression. And I certainly wouldn't want people stopping their antidepressants and starting to take SAMI on their own. But people with mild problems with their mood certainly could take SAMI and would very likely benefit.
Do they take it for 1 day, 2 weeks, 6 months?
Well, anything that works as an antidepressant has to be taken for a period of time. However, one thing that's an advantage about SAMI is not only is it as effective compared to standard antidepressants like tricyclic antidepressants, which St. John's wort is not, in fact, nearly as effective, but SAMI works faster than any other thing that elevates mood, and it has less side effects.
1 pill a day?
No, the dose will depend, but basically what the directions will say is to take 2 pills a day, okay? Now, some people could take more, and...
Well, that's what begins to worry people, you know, how much do you take and so forth.
Right.
But is there any danger? Is there any downside of taking too much, too little?
The only problem would be if someone has manic depressive or bipolar illness, anything that's an effective antidepressant could make them high. So anyone with a bipolar problem needs to be monitored by a psychiatrist.
But a mild depression, you can go to your store, this is over the counter, you can buy it, try it out, see if it works, 1, 2, 4, whatever, and there's no danger. That's what you're saying, doctor.
That's right.
And this is relatively new, even though it's been used in Europe for more than 20 years.
Well, it's relatively new to the U.S., okay, but it's not new in Europe.
Wow.
The other thing is it does other things. For example, in Germany, Dr. Billigman, who runs the Olympic athletic program, just treats their Olympic athletes with it because
the joint pain.
It's very helpful for the joints.
Well, it is fascinating. We learn something new every day, and now it's SAMI. Thank you, doctor. We'll be right back with